Sanatan Dharma is like mosquito. We have to eradicate mosquito like dengue, malaria. The mosquito spread dengue and malaria, so we have to eradicate that.
I am also against that Shidur Khela and everything, because frankly, that whole custom in itself is othering the widows, the divorced, and single women.
Here, Sanatan is not against Hindus. We protest to reform the Hindu religion because we are
Okay.
ill-treating our own people, ill-treating our own mother.
That's why the South is more of a concern for the BJP, because they have more pride. And if you have that pride with you, if you have that this thing, then you are ready to fight for your identity. And that is exactly what worries the BJP, because they are out to get every other identity.
Welcome, viewers. Today we are going to discuss something very interesting regarding Udhayanidhi Stalin. Udhayanidhi Stalin has 2 times gone after Sanatan Dharma, and he is adamant that without dismantling Sanatan Dharma, India cannot be restored in its full glory, and the Indian constitution cannot be practiced, and he is for social justice against Sanatan Dharma. At the same time, Christopher Jeffrelot has written an article where he has pointed out the history of Sanatan Dharma. So we are trying to broach this subject from a social justice point of view. Today we have with us Surabhi and Kritika Tharan. Welcome all. Surabhi is a Marxist feminist and is a very outspoken person against the establishment and has faced lots of legal issues regarding her outspokenness and her projection of Marxism. And Kritika is someone who is a propagator of social justice for women down south, and she is part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. She is also part of the program where Udhayanidhi Stalin made that point, and she also made some interesting points regarding the woman question regarding Sanatan Dharma or within and outside Sanatan Dharma. So first and foremost, I would ask Kriti to speak. We viewers, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. DYNT, Democratize Our Nation Today, and our tagline, Awaken One Human at a Time. Kriti, over to you.
Yeah. And this is that Tamil Nadu Mutpokku Ezhuthalar Sangam and Kalanjargal Sangam. That is the organization which organized that Sanathan Ozhippu Maanadu. That is eradicate Sanathan. The meaning is eradicate Sanathan's what is that? What should that meeting? Eradicate Sanathan meeting. That it happened. So, lot of speakers, not only Udhayanidhi Stalin, lot of speaker. That the chief guest is that one of the chief guests is that actress Rogini, and so many intellectuals who did so many years of research and who speak Hindu Dharma for so many years, and Tamil temples, who research Tamil temples, Tamil music, like that, all spoke for from morning to evening. Why I got invited means one of the activists, Malamma, in from Karnataka. She is from Karnataka. She worked for Devadasi community for almost 15 years. So just 2 years back also, she stopped one Devadasi Mahima in from a village temple. That is still 45,000 Devadasi families are there. Their families are their dependents more than around 10 lakhs are there. It's only in Karnataka. 10,000 people in one single district are there. So she registered, and they are working, and they are giving rehabilitation work, and they are working that nameless children are there, because after 2 kids they leave the father leave the Devadasi and do that. So what Sanatan Dharma tells means they want to keep Dalit women as Devadasis. That is one of the Sanatan Dharma in happening in Karnataka. It's not only Karnataka. What she told, we are giving again and again petition to the central government to have that whole census about Devadasis, but it's not happening. Only Karnataka government is doing. So to translate Kannada to Tamil, I stay in Bangalore and I'm Tamilian. So to translate her work and speech in Tamil, so I went there. There I met Malama, and at the same stage where Udhayanidhi Stalin spoke, really, we didn't know anything about that. Just like that, he spoke, he told about Sanatan Dharma is like mosquito. We have to eradicate mosquito like dengue, malaria. The mosquito spread dengue and malaria, so we have to eradicate that diseases. So Sanatan Dharma also. So that clear explanation is Sanatan Dharma is not Samadharma. It's against Hindus. It's not against Hindus. It's against the Sanatan Dharma is against Hindus. Why means it speaks about equality between the Hindus. The Sanatan Dharma is not about not entering to the temple or not going. It's not against God. What they are telling, everyone should go to the temple. It's not against about Vedas. Everyone should learn. All the Hindus should learn Vedas, including women. So it's not again Madhadibadis or gurus or anything. Everyone should do yajnas. It's not against to any system, Hindu system or belief or anything. They are asking why so much division in Hindus. So whoever supporting Sanatan Dharma, you can identify they are against Samadharma and against Hindus. Whoever not speaking about, actually Udhayanidhi supported the Hindus. He is asking equality for Hindus. So Mr. Minister told like this only, Mr. Udhayanidhi told like this only. We should eradicate that inequality. Samadharma, we have to bring it down. So this what happened in the whole meeting from morning to night. Tirumavalavan sir spoke, and lawyer Arunmari spoke, and Marudayan sir gave so much data. And one more person who is from Hindu spiritual, he is 40 years he is working for Hindu spiritual. He told that Sanatan Dharma is again Hindu Dharma. So where is that Sanatan Dharma? This is they done suddenly one day they are not visiting to the Manipur. They are not doing anything for Manipur. They are not they don't mind about now also the girls again Madhya Pradesh or anything. But one single hall, one small meeting, but meeting is not small. More than thousands of people were there. But in a small hall in Tamil Nadu, it's happening, and we were attending. We didn't know. Even I put live on the day in my Facebook page his speech. You couldn't find anything wrong in that speech. But how suddenly pick up? They want to do something or anything that viral. I want to divert the diversion politics. They always do. They want to divert against something else.
True.
This is what the Sanatan Dharma story.
True. Okay. So next we go to Surabhi. We heard from Kritika, and Kritika has given her lived experience. Surabhi, your thoughts on this issue, and if anything you would like to say other than the discussion that we're having.
Okay, I completely understand from where this is coming. I mean, uh, if we are talking about this present regime, their only, their only point is simply to divert people's attention from one place to another. So they are going to do it no matter what. Even if somebody says something constructive, they are going to morph it into something that is more like a clickbait. And as we know, they have millions and millions of people who are simply sitting there to carry their message forward. We all know that this is the truth. So they just have to create one issue and then it gets spread like a wildfire. Having said that, I would like to add a few more things. Like you have spoken about Tamil Nadu, Bangalore. I would like to say these things from the perspective of Chhattisgarh, where I've spent last 20 years. And since I was in the media, since ever since the Operation Green Hunt began and all that, I was in the media and I've been through the thick and thin of the entire thing. That's when the initially the Congress government started this whole they started a movement where they are essentially their thing was to convert the tribals and bring them back to the Hinduism fold. And this has been going on since last I mean, 40, 50 years it has been going on. There are several colleges, there are several, even during the Congress regime, it had started, it was going on full fledged. And after BJP came to power here, it has been going on. The RSS has made their roots till the last of the village in these Naxal areas where
Mm.
earlier it was tribal dominated and stuff. So my point is that uh, what is the whole idea? The whole idea that the tribals, they are nature worshippers, they are not against women, there is lot of homogeneity in them. I mean, I was the one who covered a news article that said that within so and so, within the last 5 or 6 years, this was way back in 2014. I had covered this news that within the last few years, dowry deaths have become chronic in Bastar, Dantewada, and all these areas where earlier it was unheard of. It was completely unheard of, and this was happening alongside the schools and colleges are opening in these areas, and the mainstream education is perforating these areas. So we know that the whole conversion thing of bringing the tribals into the mainstream area, all the political parties have this this is their universal, this thing I've heard in their speeches. It's a universal truth. What do you want? We want to bring the tribals into the mainstream fold. So that happens by bringing them into the Hinduism fold. It happens by re-christening their names. It happens by teaching them Hindi, and whilst
Mm.
making them forgetting their original language. And then they are told that you have to behave in such and such a way. And whenever there is an official program, wherever there is this government program, a few tribal people will come dressed, and then they will just simply do that 2 3 minutes of tribal dance, and that's all. And this is the Chhattisgarh tribal culture, this that. So I totally understand that the roots of this Sanatan Dharma, the caste system, and everything in a way, and they just they are unaccepting of anything that is alternative. They are not even ready to accept rituals and customs that are prevalent within the tribal fold, that are actually quite beneficial to the women, but they are not ready to do all this. So that's my take
Okay,
on the this thing.
okay. So, Kritika, like you are live in Periyar land, and you are from Periyar land. Your place is also Periyar oriented. Like, how how is this not an issue in Tamil Nadu and most areas of the south, but it has become an issue in the north? And how we can approach this thing, like still people in most of India don't women, Hindu women in most of India don't worship Baba Sahib Ambedkar, or talk about Baba Sahib Ambedkar, his reforms, Periyar, even Raja Ram Mohan Roy, or even Vidyasagar, and all the reformers from the Hindu family, including if we are going to classify, Phule is also part of that system, Jyotiba Phule, Savitribai Phule. So why is this still happening? Like, how are we going to overcome this? Because ultimately, women are a good source of power for the BJP also, and they know how to capture their imagination by saying all these things.
One more thing, South, we have that protest for a long time because
Mm.
we have right to enter in all the temples. Still now in North is there. Even we are not allowing our president to our parliament. It's not a temple also, just parliament. So still we have the North Indians. I don't know. I don't want to misjudge anyone because she's from Marxist community and she works with the tribals and all the people. They know better than me because we have very less idea about that land. Anyway, are they still believing these narratives? I have a big question because we know Even they used to send no the Gujarat model with airport photos, with railway station photos, all photoshopped photos. You know that, no? It comes in the viral. So the same thing will happen all over India, Gujarat model, and this like that. So this is the one thing. Don't believe them. Just don't believe them, because whatever they tell, that's all narratives. That is, narratives and lie is different. Narrative means they build from one small piece. Now Mr. Udhayanidhi Stalin told about that we have to eradicate Sanatan. That's all. They didn't show what he spoke, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
They took only one line from that, and they build the lies like this, like this, like this, and they build a temple on that, and they scare the people. Why? How they scared people? No. Once I spoke with the Sasikant sir. So in why they are reaching, the lies are reaching more than truth, because we are talking truth, but lies reaching all over India, reached all over India. But the Sanatan is not at all reached. What Udhayanidhi spoke, it's not Mr. Udhayanidhi spoke, it's not at all reached. But Mr. PM told, Mr. Amishta told, everything they reached the full people. So how it happened? Because it's all narratives. Narrative
Okay.
reached that actually. This is the one. How we can come out? Second one. Lot of reformation happened. Even in Periyar, he is a atheist. He is against God, but he protested to for that in Kerala to all people should enter to the temple. You know the protest, no? What is I forgot the protest name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
We
so
will get to that.
yeah, that is the
Yeah.
one. So even the Reformation, no, even the atheists, they should raise the voice of inequality. So that inequality, who should work? Because first I always tell we are 55%, especially women. We should be aware of that our inequality. But we never ever realize that we are not equal. We talk about lot of women empowerment, but inside the religion, if you follow the communal politics, there is no equality in any communal. Like Afghanistan, there is no equality. Any communal,
Mm.
any extremism, religion extremism, or Muslim or Christian, or Hindu or Sikh or Buddhist, any religion extremism, there is no equality for women. They have to fight. They have to stand for them. You believe, you may become spiritual, but where you are standing? What is your position?
Hmm.
So first you learn about the mandara. You read the Sanatan book. You read about Manu. Then you fight for it to save that.
Yeah, understood. You're talking about the Kottayam protest that Periyar did.
Yeah.
So, so like I also remember that. So I'll come to Surabhi. Surabhi is from West Bengal, and Surabhi, you know, has a different life experience. So Surabhi, why not a single Sanatani person, quote unquote, in that statement, if I say not a single person from Sanatani, believer Sanatani, has done anything for the Hindu woman in India. Yet women, especially in Bengal, they don't talk about Rukia, they don't talk about Raja Ram Mohan Rai, they don't talk about Ishya Chandra Vidyasagar. Even now, among the high caste communities of West Bengal, Hindu high caste communities, we don't see widow remarriage. But they still talk about Durga. They see Durga as some sort of, uh, prominent figure, empowering figure, but don't talk about social justice of women at all. Yeah, Surabhi.
So, yeah, I understand what you are saying. while I was growing up, I always had this thought process, that Durga Puja is not a religious this thing. It is more of a social function, and the goddess is simply she is nothing to be revered. She is just a woman with her children who is coming to her father's house, and it's a vacation time for her, and that's why we enjoy a lot and this that. So but after I began to understand things, I understood a lot of things, because I actually saw in puja pandals that uh, widows I have not seen so much. But then, yes, I am also against that Shidur Khela and everything, because frankly, that whole custom in itself is othering the widows, the divorced, and single women. So it's a
mm,
very that whole this thing is othering so many women,
mm,
as it is. So it just goes on, and it is very glorified. It's one of the most glorified rituals of Durga Puja. And then there is a lot of things that I've seen. Even the house helps, they are not given food first. The gentry and everyone is given food and everything, and then they are allowed to come and eat and all. So I understand. And it all started because my dad was also involved in that movement in 70s and all. And
mm,
he has told me quite a few times that he was actually quite shocked when he saw that his comrades, his friends,
mm, mm,
otherwise
mm,
they are all into China and Russia and Russian Revolution, Lenin, Marx, everyone, the thick and
mm,
thin of
mm,
it. But
mm,
then they are the ones who are taking chanda for doing
mm,
Durga
mm,
Puja. So my
mm.
dad was very appalled, and he actually asked him that why we are supposed to be atheists, then why are you? Then he's like, if we do not do all this, we are not going to have people with us. So we want mass support for any this thing movement to be successful. So basically, it was what was it? It was like they wanted a mass support because they wanted to have electoral democracy. They were moving towards it, and they were not interested in the grassroots level. So, and later I also saw that grassroots level people who are dying, who are this thing, they almost always came from a certain caste and this thing, and the leaders were always from Brahmin and this thing.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
yeah, this is hypocrisy. This is hypocrisy that the left, that is why the left is now it's I don't know, it's I mean, people will say, I've heard some people saying this time when I was in Kolkata, I heard three friends fighting, and they are like, you are not even good enough that you'll go into the left party. So
Okay,
within
okay.
the Bengali, this thing, it has
Uh, uh,
become more of a joke.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
yeah, so
so,
why
so
people
we,
do this? Because they are scared.
yeah,
They are scared
yeah,
of
yeah,
making
yeah,
sacrifices. They are
yeah.
scared that whatever truth they have been believing till now, that has kept their level of comfort, that has helped them to rise. They don't want to I mean, they don't want to rock that thing. I mean, they don't want to rock that
Oh,
boat, whatever is
yeah,
helping us,
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
is this. And then if something happens, then they will ask certain people from the Dalit caste or from scheduled caste, or of course tribals, to ja ja
Mm,
wahan jaake ye kar wo kar, that kind of a thing. Because
mm,
they
true,
they
true,
have
true.
nothing to lose, because anyways they have no land, they have no standing in the community, so they are like good for sacrificing. But we are going to
Okay,
be leaders, we are going to be chief
okay, okay,
ministers
okay.
and everything.
Yeah, yeah. I want to address just last question to both of you. In a way, BJP, I think, fears Periarist and DMK because they have done a social movement, and whatever happens, Karunanidhi in his time, even to some extent MGR Anna in his time, everyone, stuck to their guns and said and did whatever needed to be done They were electorally successful, they were socially also successful. Your thoughts on that first, Kritika, then Suravi.
Yes, mm, that woman properties right. And
Mm,
we have one Samatvapuram idea. Samatvapuram
mm,
means all castes can stay in a one single area.
mm,
So that is equality Puram, equality or
mm,
Puram or a area for equality. So
mm,
instead of
mm,
I'm not translating properly. So an
mm,
area, one nagar for equality. So like
mm,
that they did actually. So they did a woman property rights. They both the Kalanja did. And Periyar we know he is a protester. He doesn't want to do electoral politics and anything. He wants to do the protest for his lifelong. So he is for women. That is he wrote a book for women. So he wants to tell that what you told, no, ma'am told about the Durga Puja, and
mm,
that is one. So in Durga
mm,
Puja, I don't use the widow. I don't use the word widow because
mm,
she lost the spouse. That's all. How male
mm,
lost the spouse? No, like that one female also losing their spouse. That's all. She lost the
mm.
spouse. So because of that, I am against the Sumangali Pujas. Sumangali Puja
True.
is for that praying for the husbands and treating
Mm,
that Sumangalis that they have to pray for that. That it what that other people, even our mother, our sister, we do inequality from our home. We hurt our own people and we do pujas. What is the use? We deeply hurt them.
mm,
So Periyar is against to this. Don't hurt anyone.
mm,
First,
mm,
humanity is first. The Samadharma is first. Here, Sanatan is not against Hindus. It needs it. We protest to reform the Hindu religion. If we don't do no, our next generation won't forgive us because we are
okay.
ill-treating our own people, ill-treating our own
Mm,
mother.
mm,
If mother is the because if she lost the spouse because I don't
mm,
want to use the widow, what we are treating
mm,
actually through the Durga
mm,
Puja, what we are proving, how
mm,
inhuman we are acting.
mm.
So then,
Also,
what is the use
yeah,
of puja and what is the use of spirituality?
yeah,
Spirituality
yeah,
is
yeah.
to do the develop that inner self,
Mm,
and you don't give equality to other woman and other person,
mm,
and how you
mm.
can spiritually grow. And
True, true, true.
BJP, they don't want to give equality because they want to follow Sanatan Dharma and Varnashram.
Mm,
Varnashram, because of that only Vishwakarma, the scheme is coming. The Brahmins do their own work because no Brahmins are doing the Brahminical work.
mm,
They should not fly first. Brahmins should not fly. Brahmins should do the 3 times mantras. And so many rituals are there. Now there is no Brahmins as per Dharma. As per Dharma, there is no Kshatriyas now that. But they want to keep this Dalitas as Dalits. How possible this is?
true,
So
true, true,
how what they want to prove from that so many crores and Vishwakarma plan?
true, 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 true. Okay.
I don't know where the country is going towards inequality or equality. We have to progress. Women should progress. All the people should progress in way of humanity. That is
Yeah,
the real spirituality.
yeah. Okay. So let's come to Surabhi, and before Surabhi speaks, I like to say no. We Bengalis know, like we widow food, for example, is such a problematic concept, but it is celebrated in Bengal, and Marxists also celebrate it. Feminists also celebrate it. Even Islamic people also celebrate that widow food, which is a byproduct of Sanatan Dharma. So, like
What
I
was the word? What did you say?
widow food.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, without onion and garlic and
Oh, okay. Widow food. Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I like your comment, since you are political commentator also. The BJP fears Periyar, more than the Marx, I think, and Ambedkar also to some extent. Periyar can't be co-opted. That is why they are after, they are want to caricature DMK, then Stalin and Stalin also.
Yeah, they are scared of that's because I believe that the entire south as such, the Tamilians and the Malayalis and even the Kannadigas and all. I think as a homogeneous, although there might be a lot of difference in their cultural and this thing, but I believe that they have more pride in their culture, in their language, in their ethnicity. That ways, although there might be a lot of differences, but this can be, I can take it from my life. I've seen that Bengalis were also made fun of when they are not able to speak Hindi uh, as fluently as the North Indians are. And the South Indians are also made fun of because of this language, this thing, because they are not good at Hindi and all. But the way the South has fought back against this, you know, Bengalis have never fought back against it. In fact, if you see the
True.
television series and everything nowadays, the movies and everything, I would talk about television series because they are very, the daily soaps, they are a huge platform that actually the women are hooked to for several hours in a day. So when this time, when I, because I do not have Tata Sky, I do not watch television, so I never watched daily soaps and all. I had no idea. But this time when I went home around 6 months back, I saw that all the background music is in Hindi. They are Hindi film songs. They have started doing Ganesh Puja, you know, in every this thing, Vishwakarma Puja. I mean, the kind of religious extremism that is being pumped into everyone's mind. So I think that it has its repercussions, because women watch this, then girls watch this. And last time when I was in Raipur during Durga Puja, the pandals were all vacant, because apparently everyone nowadays goes to the this one Garba, no Durga, for the Garba. The pandals are vacant, there's no one. And when we were young, we used to like be in the queue for so many hours to eat that prasad and khichdi and everything. So yes, that's why the South is more of a concern for the BJP, because they have more pride. And if you have that pride with you, if you have that this thing, then you are ready to fight for your identity. And that is exactly what worries the BJP, because they are out to get every other identity. There has to be one identity. That's their motto. So of course they are worried about South. They are not worried about communists as such and everything. No, because look at Bengal. I mean, what is happening there? Half of Salt Lake is just Gujarati Marwadi Baniyas. I mean, where is that Bengal pride and everything? I'm not even talking about Marxists and communists and everything. I'm just talking about identity, Bengali
True, true,
identity.
true, true, true,
It's just evaporating by the minute,
true, true, true.
and no one is bothered about it. No one is
Nahi,
bothered. So that's why BJP is not bothered. And what
nahi,
Mamta Banerjee, I think what's her problem is that she believes that, so many religious, I shouldn't use that word. I mean, so much of religious shit that she puts in
mm,
every channel and everything. She is trying to keep the Hindus happy, for them to vote for her, because she believes that if she shows rational stuff and all, then the Hindus might all go and vote for the BJP.
mm,
So, I mean,
yeah,
that is how this whole cocktail is playing out, and it's not good for Bengalis. It's not.
okay. So viewers, we all listened to Surabhi and Kritika, and both made their unique points. And I will put forward my point of view. Is that Shobhan, who is our founder, he talked about societal reform, and somewhere everything is connected. If we are in an intersectional world, everything is connected nowadays. So the Kumari Puja that is happening, they are using a Muslim child to do Kumari Puja, but at the same time, society is still Islamophobic, and the government gives holidays on Miladun Nabi, yet Muslims are getting trashed. Similarly, women are getting reservation women are going to get the representation, 33% representation in the parliament, and yet we see, horrendous atrocities against a minor girl in Ujjaini, and the solution to that is 1 crore rupees, which one Congress person has asked the government to give. Also in West Bengal, whenever a woman gets raped for variety of reasons, the government, instead of talking about social justice, gives the person money. So we are in that stage. No one wants reform of society, and when I say society, I mean the Brahmanical society, not only Hindu, and Muslims also part of that ecosystem. Thank you for watching DYNT News. Please like, share, and subscribe. DYNT means democratize your nation today. Our tagline: awaken one human at a time. If you like this video or have any critical aspects to this, please write in the comments.